Hello and welcome back to another video. So today I thought I'd do a 2025 year in review as it's the end of the year. But firstly, I just wanted to talk a bit about the Mega Charizard X box, which I managed to get for a pretty good price and got the promos. So this one I'm not a big fan of. I just don't like the American comic style artwork on these. So I'll probably end up selling this one maybe in a year or so. And hopefully it should pay for most of the box. And what I really wanted was this beautiful Shinji Kanda Oricorio. This has to be one of the coolest artworks this year. It's crazy they released this as a promo in English. The detail is stunning on this card. So very happy to add that to my collection. And I also got recently this Volcanion EX. Which I actually think is really cool. I like all the special illustration rares from Journey Together. Obviously it's not the most popular set, but possibly just due to there's not that many special illustration rares, so the pull rates on each individual one are a bit higher. Yeah, I do like Volcanion Pokemon. So I thought while I talk a bit about this year, I would show just something in the background. So I've got my Journey Together binder here. Just sort of working on a Holly set, so every card in the set below an EX. So I've got most of them now. I'm missing a few like Butterfree I don't have. Yeah, I thought I'd flick through this, something in the background. So yeah, 2025 has been a bit of a frustrating year to be a casual fan of TCGs, I think. Obviously there's still a lot to enjoy. I've still had a lot of fun looking through binders, looking on eBay this year, but in terms of actually just opening the odd pack, it's been so frustrating just to actually, in previous years I could pre-order whatever I wanted. You wanted to pre-order a booster box, you can do that, collection box. If you wanted to open a single pack, you just walked into a store, pick one out from the selection. Some sets were obviously easier to get than others, like if you wanted 151, was never super easy to get. But yeah, this year was just, pre-orders were impossible. I didn't manage to pre-order anything this year. Obviously, if you were really switched on, there was ways to make sure you got that stuff, but it's a hobby, right? You shouldn't have to treat it like a job just to get a couple of packs to open. So I didn't end up opening much this year. The availability got a little bit better towards the end of the year, where you can actually find something, but then the packs have just been really expensive. So previously, you could get stuff for $6 sometimes, $6 Australian a pack. Even Coles would have like $4.50 for a pack. Obviously Coles no longer sells Pokemon cards because they've got so sick of not having any in stock. They've just given up. But now it's like $10 a pack basically. So the price has really almost doubled this year. Just to have any on the shelves, I have to put it at that price. So yeah, it's been really disappointing in that regard. I haven't opened many packs this year at all, really. There's also the specialty sets. Specialty sets have become more and more disappointing to me, I think. They were always challenging to get, but when you can pre-order them, it was a bit easier. But now it's just, everyone has like God packs in it. They're all big sets, heaps of special illustration rares. They really have become, I think, less and less collectible as time goes on. Now the regular sets though, this year has actually had some really cool regular sets. My favorite I think is Destined Rivals. I think it's one of the coolest sets released in the last several years. But I also think Mega Evolutions is really cool, and even Phantasm Flames and Journey Together, I like both those sets as well. So they still continue to make really cool sets. The artwork is just like, even the artwork on like an uncommon, this is not a hard to get card, but it's really cool just to see some of the artwork these days. It's just phenomenal. So when I can get packs, I still really enjoy to look at some of these cards. But overall, it's been just a frustrating year. Just to go into a store, just want to open a single pack, nothing there. Go back out the store, try again next week, no packs. Try again next week, no packs. And hopefully it does look like things are starting to change a bit for the better. The first step is availability, and then once things are available, people become less interested. So the price will hopefully start to get back to what it used to be. Hopefully pre-orders will start happening again, and we can go back to just enjoying the hobby like we did before. So for 2026, obviously we have the Ascended Heroes coming out soon, which again I wasn't able to get any pre-orders for. I'm really not that excited about Ascended Heroes. I do like a lot of the cards in there, like the Dragonite in particular. I think is a really cool special illustration rare that I would love to own if I managed to get my hands on one, but I'm not that. I don't think I'm going to be opening much. Maybe I'll get a 2-pack on release, open a couple of packs, but just the special sets now are just impossible to complete. And this one's going to have even more, I think, special illustration rares, possibly even than Prismatic Evolutions. So it's just becoming outside of the realm of possibility. In terms of the rest of the year, hopefully we'll get some cool regular sets. I am really looking forward to Mega Victory Bell if that gets put in a set. I want to make a Mega Victory Bell deck. I think it's a really cool design. But yeah, that's my year review of 2025. In terms of other TCGs, I do also collect Magic the Gathering a little bit, and it's been an incredibly disappointing year for Magic the Gathering, in my opinion. I think I probably bought about half a dozen packs this year, where the last few years I would buy 1 pack a week, just enjoy the opening experience. Even last year was also a bit disappointing. I was mostly just opening Lost Caverns of Ixalan, even though that was a 2023 set. But this year it's just been really disappointing. Like Aether Drift was a set I wanted to like, but just ended up falling a bit flat. Then we had the Dragon set, which I just felt sort of nothing for. Opened 1 pack, didn't bother buying a 2nd pack. Just didn't feel like the dragons weren't the focus of that set somehow. Taikir Dragonstorm was that set. And then Edge of Eternities, which I hadn't been excited about at all, ended up being a really cool set. I went in blind, really loved the spacecrafts, really loved the whole design, and like the theme, the feeling of the world was really cool. And I got 2 packs, opened them up. Another week or so later, I got another 2 packs, and then that was the end of the packs. They sold out within the first few weeks, and that was it. So the one set last year that I enjoyed that they released, you just couldn't open because there was no packs. And they prioritized reprinting other sets like Final Fantasy. And so yeah, it was a complete disappointment of a year. I actually played a lot of Magic the Gathering last year, just kitchen table with friends. Had some fun building like a blue spacecraft deck. That was good fun. with giant sea creatures from older sets. But yeah, that was a really disappointing year for Magic the Gathering. And I think next year, even Lorwyn, I know a lot of people are excited about. I'm not that excited about it really at this point. Maybe as release comes along, I'll be a bit more interested. But hopefully I think Strixhaven I don't really have any interest in. And then the Reality Fracture set, hopefully is like Edge of Eternities, but we'll have to wait and see. I also wanted to talk about One Piece really quickly, just because the insanity in One Piece recently. Like, they've seen people just completely, like, there's some of the values of some of the cards for a TCG that's only a few years old, have cards going for $9,000 US, like $12,000 in a PSA 10 for some of the manga cards is incredible. And I would not be touching that at all. It's incredible how I really hope people that are buying them are just collectors with big pockets and not investors hoping to, like regular people borrowing money to invest, hoping that they're going to make a huge return. I really think that's going to end, it could end very badly in a few years' time. So yeah, that's my thoughts for 2025. A frustrating year, but as long as there's cards to enjoy, it'll always be good fun in this hobby. So let me know your thoughts on 2025. Was it an enjoyable year for you collecting? Did you get some cool cards you've been trying to track down? And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.